When young people are under my charge, I have to make sure that they're successful. When we talk about urban education, there's a stigma attached to going to school and being smart. We typically believe students, because they're from a certain background, certain race, certain religion, certain zip code, that they can't achieve at high levels. We have to show our communities that we are academics, we are intellectuals, we are more. We reside in Bronx Community School District 12, which is actually the lowest performing district in New York City. So what Pharos Academy has done over the last 5 years is we've been that beacon of light to demystify what kids can and can't do. We need more doctors of color. We need more scientists of color. We need more pilots of color. For too long, we've been left out of those careers, but how do we get represented? How do we get at the table? It starts with education. I was afforded the opportunity as part of a Men of Color leadership retreat to come to Oxford University and the Rhodes House, sponsored by the Fund for the City of New York. I was just blown away on the connections I made, the discussions that I was part of, the people you meet, the learning about yourself, the vulnerability, the crying, the connection, you name it. It was all here. And as an educator and as a principal, my children are always top of mind. They just have to be.
Travis went through the experience this summer where we brought an incredible group, particularly of young male executives. And he says, that's it. I want my young people to come here. This is going to make the difference. And them believing and understanding and getting into the schools they want. And the next thing you know, we put plans together and it was done in 4 months.
My name is Janae Matthews.
My name is Irani.
My name is Richard Dunn.
I'm Dominique Zardoya. I'm from Bronx, New York.
We're talking about 9th graders, 10th graders, and 11th graders in high school, but they're here working with professors, and the professors did not take it easy on them. They didn't give them high school books to read. They gave them college level books.
We wanted to engage them in a kind of discourse that prepares them or propels them into a future of what it could be like in a college setting.
What's a bigger issue, like who has the right?
This particular initiative is part of a center that we run at the fund called the Center for Youth and the Future of Work. We do a variety of leadership experiences, and this particular one that's applied is really exciting for us because it really references the scholarship that is about high academics and high project-based learning together. We don't have to make a trade-off.
Education is the rupture between what you perceived before you came into that experience and the way you have to synthesize and make sense of information once you get it. It's that moment when things are broken, where you sort of thought something and then something else is introduced.
Here I've learned to not only ask questions to my teacher, but also to my peers. Questions that push my peers' thinking, and that also pushes my thinking. Once you push yourself and you actually work hard towards something, you're gonna be so surprised on what you're capable of doing.
After being through so many of these experiences and being able to see all these colleges and being here at Oxford, it's only getting better from here. It just shows that there's only development. And it's not even a question at this point. I definitely know I'm gonna leave an impact when I leave.
I never thought it would be me. And hearing stories of Dr. Nieves and other Oxford students, it's cool to see because they never expected to be here either, but it shows me that I can be here if I really push myself to do it.
It's motivating to know that I can make sure that I'm strong in my habits now so that later on I don't struggle as much. And without this experience, I wouldn't be who I am going to be after this experience.
I become more aware of what I'm capable of, because I've never really seen my capabilities and my strengths in action until this week.
Never wanted to be a nobody. I want to build a name for myself. I just want to be out there and actually leave an impact on the world.
Every child must be provided health care and provided with education, because that's the starting point for the development of any society.
Sometimes when you see something, you can't unsee it. when you hear something, you can't unhear it. And once you're exposed to things, it gives you an appetite. I think there's a ripple effect. I feel overwhelmed with joy, honestly, having some of them say thank you for caring about us so much that you would take us from Bronx, New York to London to Oxford. And this is one of the best moments of my entire career. Just seeing young people, the reach. We're far beyond where we ever thought we would go.
This week for them, they'll never be the same, but they'll know what they could expect, and they know what they deserve. The most important thing is that you deserve it, that you can access it, that you don't have to be special, you don't have to be wealthy, you don't have to be well-connected and well-positioned. Right now, you're getting what you deserve.